Welcome to the Dirt ITV pre-race show presented by Bell IT Solutions. The sun is out and shining after storms rolled through the area Friday that spun up a few tornadoes. That's all clear now and we are ready to leash the 305 sprint cars on Millertime Sunday in week 4 of the sprint clash at Kokomo Speedway. Last week, Jason Randolph found victory lane at Knoxville after taking the lead late in the race with 8 laps to go. Warren Samoy started 22nd to climb his way to a 6th place finish. He is ready to do some damage tonight at Kokomo. Will we see our first repeat winner, or will another name be etched into victory lane tonight? Hello and welcome into Studio 8. I am Ryan Griffith and I'm trackside here at Kokomo Speedway, and we have a great show for you guys today. Alongside me is Steve Miller and Chris Miller. Welcome, guys.
How you doing tonight, Ryan? And happy Father's Day to you, by the way.
Happy Father's Day to you guys, too. And I seen that Steve had a really good Father's Day, didn't you, Steve? Or, sorry, Chris?
Yeah, that's, I was kind of caught by surprise, but, you know, my wife always finds the coolest little, oddest gifts, and to put a new banner up there on the wall with the Millertime logo in the picture. Nice little addition to the racing setup.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty sweet. I got the picture shown there for all of our viewers to see. Man, that is awesome to see. So let's talk a little bit about this week and what we're going to see. Let's talk a little bit about last week. Last week was exciting at Knoxville Speedway. So what do you guys think at Knoxville? That was a lot of fun.
I thought it was a good race at Knoxville. It was fast, fun, but you know, here again, because there wasn't that many people, I got to be in the B main. I was just happy with that. Really?
Yeah, definitely a few more cautions than I expected. I believe we had 8 cautions at Knoxville. I thought it'd be a little bit cleaner than that, but nonetheless, it was a great race. A couple guys that were notable there. I mean, you had Warren Samoy made a run from 22nd to 6th, so I think he was the charger there. That was a good run there, and he's been pretty consistent, and I think we'll talk more about him probably later here in the show. But nonetheless, we've had 3 different winners in 3 weeks, with Jason Randolph getting the victory.
Absolutely. Jason Randolph, like I said there early breaking into the broadcast today, he put on a win and he took that lead late in the race with 8 laps to go and finally got it in victory lane. It looked like he probably should have done that earlier in the season in week 1, but he made a mistake early on a restart, and PJ Popham was able to win that race. But looks like redemption here, as it was a restart and he learned from his mistake from that week 1. And on that restart, I think it was Randy Shreves that was up front. He went to the top. Jason went to the bottom, and that was what it took to get around him.
Yeah, I know Chris and I were sitting in the official's office, and we're like, I wonder if he's gonna, learn from his mistake and everything. And as soon as that restarted, then it was kind of over at that point.
Yeah, and we talked to Randy Shreves. Randy Shreves led 14 laps in the beginning of this race, but then, lost that lead, never could regain that lead. Another notable guy to talk about is Warren Samoy. Holy moly. He came from 22nd to 6th. This guy, he's on fire. He seems like he's always right there. He needs a good night. He start off good, and I think he could have a really good, strong night here at Kokomo.
Yeah, for sure he can tonight. I mean, he's actually one of my picks for tonight. Not telling you boys where, but he's one of my picks for tonight. Because this ain't just his first week of coming up through the pack like this. I mean, he's done this over and over. Now, what's putting him back there? Probably just a little bit of bad luck in some heat races or something. But I expect him with a good heat race run tonight. He's going to be very tough. If he can get a start in the front, that's what I want to see.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, and if I do remember right, I don't have it up in front of me exactly where he finished, but the last Kokomo race and the only Kokomo race we've ever had at Millertime Motorsports was actually just a few weeks back, right before the end of the last season, and Warren had a good run there. I think he finished in the top 5 there also, so probably going to have a good showing tonight, and he's consistent.
Yeah, and a shocker last week. It was a shocker to me. He was my pick to win. Was Troy Flair? I felt like that was his track to win at. His best shot, really, to win throughout the season. I feel that that was his shot right there, and he just wasn't able to get it done. He got in some trouble. He started 12th there, got into an accident. He did rebound and finally finish 7th place, but probably a disappointing night for Troy, I imagine.
Yeah, I would say that Troy's normally very quick at Knoxville. Both the Flaros are normally quick at Knoxville. So it was definitely, I'm sure, a little disappointing to him. It was probably because I picked him. I mean, so tonight, I'm sorry to whoever I pick, but let's hope you can get the victory and end this slump I'm in.
He fell into some bad luck, I would say, in some of the heat races, and everything. His whole night was rough. He just had a hard night.
Yeah, that seems the way it happens. You start off rough and it just snowballs out of there, and it's hard to rebound off of that. So, yeah, we'll see what Troy can do tonight, Kokomo. Maybe he can rebound and get himself inside that top five. He really needs it. Another notable guy was Larry Bell. His first top 10, his very first top 10 of the season. So he's doing well. His best finish, like I said. Also, Robert Yost, he did very well. He started 24th in the feature, and he ended up finishing 11th there. So a good run for him as well. Ted Muffle, another one. We haven't talked about Ted because Ted Muffle has missed both A mains, and finally he got himself into an A main at Knoxville. So he made his presence known there. He finally finished, I think it was 13th there at Knoxville. So it was good for him. Ben Wart did not have the greatest night. We knew coming in there. We talked to Ben in the pre-race show last week that Knoxville just was not his place. He wasn't real good there. He did finish 15th there. And then the last guy, a really interesting fact here was Tom Hagelin. If you guys noticed, he barely made it out of the B main. He was the last car to transfer out of the B main, so he started dead last in the feature, and he climbed his way up to 16th place. So a good outing for Tom Hagelin there in the A main. Any other notable things that you guys seen at Knoxville?
Not really. It is a track I did practice for the week, and it was just a rough night for myself. But I mean, I loved just watching that restart there at the end. Just wanted to know if Jason was going to do that, and I did pick you, Jason. So thank you for winning that race. So that might help me catch Ryan here a little bit.
Yeah, we'll go into detail on our points system for our winning record for our picks and stuff. So we'll get there later on into the program. We do have two guests on the program today. Our last week's winner, Jason Randolph, will be with us, and also our hard charger of last week, Warren Samoy, will be with us in the program today. Switching gears, though, we're going back to talking about the training with Dirt ITV. Our first session was last night. We had two drivers that signed up for that. Prior to going in there, I popped into a test session with both Chris and Steve there and gave them a little bit of advice. And how'd that help you guys out?
Oh, it was the best free session I've ever had in my life. Thanks, Ryan. No, seriously, I was like, before he got in there, I was running right around 12.7s, 12.8s. Nothing great at all. And then I think I ran 11.9 one time in there, or 12.2 it was. But nonetheless, it was still majorly different, majorly better. I mean, it was, thank you for popping in there and helping us guys out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I mean, I know I had already ran 52 laps by the time you joined us, so I was at a 12.2 something, and then you got in there, and I ended up running 11.9 just off of you telling us a couple of pointers, and 3/10 is a lot. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it is when you're only running 11.9s and 11.8s. So hopefully we've got something for qualifying. It's going to take that tonight, and then hopefully we can hold on to the heat race to make the A main. I don't want to race for it in the B.
Absolutely. And there was two other guys that we trained. It was Greg Barnett was the first guy that we trained. When we got in there, he was running 12.1s, 12.2s, And once we were all finished up, he was running 11.7, so a lot quicker. I mean, just so much quicker. And when I say 11.7, you got to recognize what the track record is. I set here at Kokomo in the spring in qualifying at 11.714, so Greg improved drastically in his. The other guy was William Henry. He was running 12.5s, and once we was done there, he was running 11.9s. So these sessions do help out. So if you guys want to be in one of these training sessions, I believe next week we're at Lima Land. So next Saturday we'll be practicing at Lima Land. Get signed up this week, and we'll get you noted in there. We'll get you set up for Lima Land to get you a real good chance of, get yourself a top 10. Maybe even if you've never made a feature, get you to make the A main. So points. We need to talk about points because the points has shifted just a little bit there. We look at the point system right now. Jason Randolph is your leader with 406 points. He does have those 3 top 10s and those 3 top 5s, so he has not been outside the top 5, and that would be why he is your points leader coming into weeks 4. In second there, you've got PJ Popham. He has 384 points. He's got 2 top 10s and 2 top 5s. So there's your difference there. If he wouldn't have had that bad week at Lanier, we may be talking PJ being our points leader, but that is not the case right now. In third, Brandon Surratt. He has 374 points, just 10 points out of second now. He has 2 top 10s and he does have 3 top 5s. So Brandon Surratt is a guy to watch in your points. Then you look on down, 4th through 15th. Warren Samoy is 35 points out of the lead. We just said he had a great outing in his feature race at Knoxville, being the hard charger, got those hard charger points. He's 35 points out. In 5th, Randy Shreves. He's 41 points out. Troy Flero is in 6th with 57 points out. Ben Wart is in 7th with 73 points out. Byron Gay, 80 points out in 8th. In 9th, Larry Bell, 86 points out. Troy Galgan, 94 points out. He's in that 10th position. In 11th, Seth French with 101 points out. Bryson is 110 points out, tied with Tom Hagelin with 110 points out. So they're tied for that 12th position. Chris Sine, I think we lost the connection there a little bit. Let me make sure we're good to go here.
I think it's still interrupting just a little. No, there's some afternoon storms out there. I don't know if that's interrupting us here or what. But
we've had several storms around us. Let's see what's going on here.
Looking like we might be okay now.
Yeah, I think things have stabilized out a little bit here. I apologize for that, as we did lose a little bit of connection there when we was talking over the point systems. I'm not sure how much of that got covered. I will bring that point system back up here so you guys can see that point spread. There is the points currently with Jason Randolph in first. In second is PJ Popham. In third, Brandon Surratt. So guys, like I was trying to mention, was there anything notable there in the point standings that was surprising to you?
I would say Surratt's a surprise to me, how he's been very consistent. I mean, I don't remember him leading many laps, or I don't see him up there, but then he's there at the end. Very consistent. To me, that's a standout. I mean, I'm getting used to seeing Samoy come up through the pack like that. That's interesting, but
I
really,
think those are both 2 guys that neither one of us or none of us have really picked a whole lot, but that just shows how consistent they are to be right there in the top 5 in points. And, we've been picking the Randy Shreves, PJ, Jason. I mean, we've picked all of them, but these guys are consistent week in and week out.
Yeah, and I've said it before, it doesn't take winning a race. It takes being consistent. If you're consistently inside the top 5, you have a chance to win a championship because anything can happen to a guy that's won a race. Two knockouts or 3 bad races. I mean, that really hurts you whenever you've got a guy that's finishing 3rd, 4th, 5th, even 2nd consistently week in, week out. So it's really anybody's points. Moving forward, we're going to try to get, like we said earlier, we got Jason Randolph that we're going to talk to. We also got Warren Samoy that we want to talk to. So let's see if we can dial up and see if Warren Samoy is with us. Give me just a few minutes. We'll see if we can get him in here. We'll see if we can get Warren Samoy. Warren Samoy, do you have a copy?
I do. Let me park this wreck. I've gone through 3 cars here getting ready.
I'm just curious, how many sprint cars can you fit in your hauler?
Well, we got unlimited supply. That's the good thing about iRacing.
So, Warren, you got your car unloaded? You ready to go for tonight?
I think so. We're going to give her hell. I don't know. I just went out there and, like I said, killed 3 cars in like 6 laps. So we'll see.
Warren, it was impressive watching you last week at Knoxville. You started 22nd and you made a big charge up to 6th place. Man, what was that like?
Yeah, I just try to stay clean, and unfortunately we had a little contact in the heat race, so put us, back there in that B main. Had a pretty good B main run with my buddy Brian there. We were, comfortably out front, so I didn't really push him too hard. Didn't want to get him too nervous up there. He was already hitting the wall a couple times, so I just kind of backed off and just try to get into the show. With 30 guys going, you just got to get in.
Yeah, we talked to Brian after his win there in the B main, and we asked him and said, did you feel comfortable being up there knowing that your teammate was behind you? It didn't look like he was really pressuring you. It was just a matter of, okay, teammates, we're going to the show and we're fine with going 1-2.
Yeah, that's kind of the thought. That's what I said at the beginning of the race. Let's just not try to kill each other.
Absolutely. So coming into Kokomo Speedway, I know you're out there, you're doing some testing and stuff. You've consistently been doing some really good finishes. What do you think your chances are to get yourself inside that top 5 tonight?
Yeah, Kokomo, I don't know. I guess if all the fast guys wreck, I can stay on the bottom, stay out of trouble. We'll be doing just fine.
What do you got?
Yeah, it's gonna definitely take some luck, and then hopefully I don't run out of talent mid corner there. Sometimes you get into these corners here at Kokomo and kind of get lost in the center of them. That's what I was just going through. So hopefully in the half-hour practice session, I can get some stuff worked out.
Yeah, I think one of the guys here, might have been Chris or Steve, one of them said, man, I kind of forget what turn I'm in. You're always turning around this place. You don't even know where you're at on the track.
Yeah, that's it's a tricky little track, and you get a bunch of other cars out there throwing dirt up and wings everywhere, inside, outside. It's gonna be hectic. Hopefully guys can keep their car in their own lane, and we can all get along.
Absolutely. Chris, you got anything for Warren?
No, I'm sure you'll do better than wrecking those 3 cars you already did. I know the last time we were at Kokomo, I think you finished 8th. You had a pretty decent run there.
Okay,
I watched the replay today, so yeah, so you'll be okay, I believe.
Okay, well, I'll take that as a vote of confidence, and we'll stick that in our back pocket and see what happens.
All right, guys, you got anything else for Warren before we let him go?
No, just good luck tonight, Warren, and
hey, thank you.
Hopefully you take 3rd place.
Is that what you guys picked me at?
Is that a hit?
If I can get out of here with a 3rd place, that'd be great for me.
I can't
take
give
that.
it away yet. I was told I got to wait till that part of the segment to say anything.
Can I pick 3?
Sure. Who's your picks?
Absolutely.
Who's your picks?
All right. Just out of the blue, probably have to pick the 32 car to win this one.
Okay.
With the 14 right there, Ben Wirt behind him, then hopefully it's 7-7. So that'd be a good finish for me.
Okay. So you got Papa
we got
winning
respect for those guys. Those guys are fast. Yeah.
Yes, they are.
All right, Warren, we'll let you go. I know you got a lot of practice to do before we get
We got to get some laps in.
Yep, we're T-minus 40 minutes and counting.
Okay, I haven't been on all week, so I got a little rust off, get a sweat going, and then we should be good, hopefully.
All right, good luck to you tonight, Warren.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks,
Warren.
guys. You guys do a hell of a job. This is a fun league to run. I look forward to it every week. So keep up the good work. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that was a fun one there, guys.
That was Warren Savoy. We haven't talked to Warren with a live camera and stuff. That was enjoyable.
I like the guy. I like our guest picking too. That's cool.
That is kind of
that's something we could add.
Maybe we should. Maybe the guests should start picking who they think. I mean, he's taking the 32. He's taking PJ Popham. He's strong.
Yep.
He's always been strong. And should we say that who won last time at the spring race here at Kokomo?
I believe that was that 32 car.
That was that 32 car. Yep. PJ Popham. All right. We are looking like we are not going to be able to talk to Jason Randolph.
He is in here.
Yes, he is. In here. I just seen him pop in. Let me get Jason Randolph over to us. Jason Randolph, do you have a copy? And he switched channels on me. Jason Randolph, you got a copy? Nope, don't look like we have a copy from Jason Randolph here. We're sorry, folks. We may switch back to him. We may give another shout to him after we get through our picks, because we do need to get our picks here. So let's get over to that, right? Everybody likes the picks. So we're going to talk about picks, and we look at the point system here. And I'm going to let Chris explain how these point systems are going to play out the rest of the season. Go ahead, Chris.
Oh, I'm going to go ahead and explain it or pick my third pick?
No. Just explain the point system, how we're going to do the point system.
All right, so right now, Ryan has 8 points, Steve has 6, and I have 3. So the way it works is if we pick the first place position correctly, we get 3 points. If we pick the second place position correctly, we get 2 points. If we select the third place correctly, we get 1 point. That's how that'll work. Then the other kicker is, as long as we picked a guy and he made the top 3, but it wasn't in the exact position we picked, we still get 1 point for that. So current point standings right now for the season are Ryan has 8, Steve has 6, and I have 3. So I need some help. So whoever I pick tonight needs to win.
Well, your problem is every time you pick the winner, they wreck. So we need to change that.
Yes, we do. We're gonna tonight.
Okay. So you think you got the first 3 like locked in, huh? I think you got them.
Yeah, I think I can gain 6 points here tonight. So yeah, I think I'll probably take over first unless you have some of the same picks as me.
Okay. We shall see, right? So let's get started with our picks. Chris, who is your third pick here at Kokomo?
All right, so my third pick is going to be PJ Popham. Okay, he finished first here the last season. Last season at first at Kokomo. It's the only race we've had at Kokomo. I know when I picked him first, this has been his only bad run this season. I think he's going to be able to run the top real good here. I think it's going to come down to him and the other 2 guys I have picked because they pretty much all run the top. But I think that's who's going to be there in third place.
I mean, it's never a bad pick putting PJ inside your top 3. He's probably going to get you some points. So we'll see how that goes. Steve, who's your third pick here at Kokomo?
I have the guy we just talked to, Mr. Warren Samoy.
I thought that was going to happen.
Yep. That's what I was just saying, that I got him in that third spot. So, I think he's going to figure this out by the time we go racing. I know what he said, but I still think he knows he's ready. He'll be ready tonight.
So why do you think, because he hasn't been inside the top 3, why do you think here? Why do you think now at Kokomo this is the track for him?
Just the timing. Just I don't know. I'm taking a real guess, and just the timing of things. How he came back the last week and week before in the pack, and I still think if he can get himself a good qualifying run here, he's going to be just fine.
Yeah.
I really think if he can start the feature in the top 8, top 6, he's going to be right there at the end. He's a clean driver.
Yeah. I think you're on something. I do. Who do you guys think my third pick is tonight here at Kokomo? Think about it. It's tough.
Kyle Vaughn.
Kyle Vaughn, okay.
I'm going to go with Shreves, Randy Shreves for your third.
So probably whenever I select this button and show you who my third pick is, you're just going to be like, no, not you, Steve, but Chris is going to be like, really? So my third pick tonight, yes, Trey Gauguin. Trey Gauguin is my pick. I seen him at Kokomo. I seen him at Kokomo in the spring, and that dude could run the top. He was fast. He was actually right inside the top 3. They're battling at the end. He did get wrecked at the end, so he didn't finish as well as what he should have. But this guy, he can run here at Kokomo. And I tell you, I wanted to go with actually Josh Berkey. I think Josh Berkey's going to have a really good night too tonight. I think this is probably one of Josh's better tracks. And I was torn between Berkey and Gauguin. So I'm going to go with Gauguin. What do you guys think?
I think that's a good pick. You've done your homework then, like you always do. See, Chris, that's why he's whooping our butts, because we just don't do our homework, man.
I tried to do mine this week, so that's where I'm changing. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to get 6 points tonight. We ought to have some kind of bonus if you get them all right, too. You get like 3 bonus points.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Because you guys.
Tough. All right, Chris, your number 2 pick.
Well, right. So I have to ask now, did you know your picks before I sent mine in?
I sure did.
Okay. So I have to go with Trey Gauguin. I'm going to tell you what, I went back and I picked him before I even went back and watched that last feature. I knew he did good there, but then when I really did go back and watch him, he moved all the way up to, I think maybe 2nd or 3rd in his heat race. He had went through some traffic there. Then when we got to the feature, I believe he started 7th and ended up making it. I don't know where he ended up finishing. He finished like 15th, but up until the last lap, he was right there with PJ. Travis Snyder was right up there. Travis had hit the wall, and Trey dove below him, did a slide job on him, and Travis just ran him over. So, I mean, I think Trey, and he had the fastest lap out of all the active drivers in the feature race. So, I believe he's going to be able to really run that top, and he's even going to be a little bit better than PJ.
Yeah, and man, I thought for sure you weren't going to do your homework this week. So when my third pick was going to come in, I thought it was going to be a complete shocker to you guys until I got your guys' picks, and then I seen Trey Gauguin in your number 2 spot. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. He watched the replay. That's exactly what I did, and I seen that exact same thing that you're talking about right there.
Yeah, he's going to be tough.
Yes, he is. Steve, what is your second pick?
Oh, my second pick is PJ Popham tonight. You know, from what he did last year, and here again, another guy that could be, very dangerous here tonight. So
I like the pick.
He's good here.
I do like the pick. Just
kind of the household name anymore with him, but yeah.
Like I said, it's never a bad idea to pick PJ inside your top 3. You're probably good chance you're going to get a point at least. I mean, if you don't land it in the right position, you're at least going to get a point. So, good pick.
Yep.
Who is my number 2 pick, guys?
I think you got probably Ben Wart here.
Okay.
I'm going to take Shreves here.
Shreves. Okay. So, my second pick is Randy Shreves. You're exactly right, Chris. I think.
See, Randy... my picking's already getting better. See how that's working?
So then that's who you have first. Then I take it, Chris. All right.
So
no.
So with Randy, I've always noticed that Randy does really well with tracks that is where that top starts to come in, and I think this track the top will come in late in this race, and I think Randy Shreves will be right up there late in this race. Chris, your number one pick tonight. Who's it going to be? Please do not wreck whoever he's about to pick. This is not this. This could be a jinx right here. So we'll see. Everybody out there that's watching right now is like, God, please, Chris, don't pick me. Chris, who you got?
You're right. So I'm picking somebody that I don't even know if they're going to be there. I mean, this is a guy that I think could very easily win the points. I think he's already missed 2 races. So as far as now, he has to show up the rest of the season in order to really compete for this championship. But nonetheless, Kyle Vaughn, okay, and he ran great at Kokomo last season. He was the one out of the 3 picks that I had that I feel like can run anywhere on the track. So I feel like if this race goes long enough to where we get into lap traffic, which the last race at Kokomo did not really because we had so many cautions, but if it does, I feel like Kyle Vaughn will have the advantage over the other 2 guys.
I like that pick.
Yeah, good pick, Chris.
I think it's a solid pick. Yeah, he ran really good. I seen that too. I just, for some reason, I have a hard time triggering Kyle Vaughn. I will give that away. Kyle Vaughn is not my number one pick. I have a hard time just picking him. I haven't seen enough of him. I anticipated a lot from him. Right. Just it's hard to pull the trigger on that one. Steve, your number one pick tonight at Kokomo.
Then work, buddy. He'll have a bad week, and then he comes back with a win. This is going to be what this guy does all season, I think. And I think, he's always shown he can get through lap traffic, and I think tonight's going to be a lap traffic if we can go long runs. And he can run. I feel he can run anywhere. And that's another guy I really like here tonight.
I like it. All right, guys. Final pick. I have got the number one pick tonight. I have got your winner here. What do you guys say I have picked as your winner?
PJ Popham.
PJ Popham. Chris.
I don't know. I don't think I'm going with PJ, but yeah, I don't know who to go with here, though. How about, no. I'll go with Troy Flero, but I don't think it is him.
Troy Flero. Well, it's definitely not Troy Flero. I think he will rebound well from last week, but he is not your winner tonight. I think Troy Flero probably maybe get in the top 10, get close to a top 5. I don't think he'll be inside that top 5. No, my winner tonight really needs a win. Just because of the point system and how it's going right now and how dominant Jason Randolph is. Everybody's chasing Jason Randolph. He's been inside the top 5 3 straight races. But he's not my pick either because somebody else needs it more than that. And so that pick is, yes, PJ Popham needs the win tonight to close the gap on Jason Randolph. And he got it done at Kokomo in the spring. And I think he's going to be able to get the win tonight, and he will be our first repeat winner on the season.
It's a good pick there, Ryan. Very good.
I don't think we have a repeat, but if that holds true, maybe I'll win. Because you guys can't get that.
Yeah,
yes.
We could. I could get a repeat winner tonight.
Yeah, both your picks could be.
Yeah.
Mine won't.
True.
So I'm going with we got a new winner. Hopefully it's just Kyle.
We shall see, right? The time is ticking. Let me see if Jason Randolph is available. I do not see Jason Randolph, so it looks like your last week's winner. You are not going to hear all the secrets from Jason Randolph and all the good things he's been doing so far in the last three weeks. So we'll be going over into week number 4 here at Kokomo, and we'll see what Jason Randolph's able to do. We are 25 minutes and counting until we go into the server here at Kokomo and we get some hot laps going, get qualifying going. One last thing for you guys. Who do you think your top qualifier is going to be, and do you think the track record will be broken tonight of an 11.714?
I'm going to throw this out. I know none of us expect him to do well tonight, but Troy Flero, I think he's going to be fast qualifier. Somehow he's turns laps. That's unheard of sometimes. But just there. That's my pick. I don't know what else to tell you guys.
Okay. Chris?
Oh, well, it's definitely going to have to be somebody that can run the bottom and hold the bottom. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be any of the three guys I picked to win the race because they're going to run the top eventually. So somebody other than the top three I have up there. Maybe I think it's going to be Ben Wirt.
Ben Wirt, top qualifier. All right.
How about you there, Ryan?
Man, that's a tough one because I liked your pick with Troy Flero because it seems like every time I'm watching qualifying and broadcasting it, Troy Flero is right up there to have top qualifier or Ben Wirt. I mean, those two are just really good on a tacky surface. But you know what? I am going way out on a limb here. I mean, way out on a limb. And if I get this, you guys agree, I'll get like 10 points on this. I think it's fair. I'm going to go with, hear me out, I'm going to go with Greg Barnett. I'm going to go with Greg Barnett. He impressed.
Okay. You had him running some good laps last night.
Had him running some really good laps.
You're exactly right.
He was down in the 11.7s. I know he was practicing really hard. He's my pick. I'm not trying to put any pressure on him. I hope he's listening, but I hope I didn't just put a whole bunch of pressure on him and then he hits the inside tire and just screws his whole night up.
Right. But I hope you're right because that's going to show a lot to yourself and what you can do to help some of these people.
Yep. So watch Greg. Let's see if Greg can get there in that top qualifier. All right, guys. We are 22 minutes and counting, and we are going to be live at Kokomo. We're already there. The track is set. It's perfect. The sun is shining. The sun will be setting here soon, and we will see you here in just under 20 minutes from now. Guys, take care. We'll see you here in just a little bit.
All right, thank you, sir. I got to get down to my trailer and get the car out.
That's right.
Yep. Good luck to everybody.